from one all things are made and shall be reunited to the same. Finally, the force and energy of the whole, the creator and ruler of all, and always tending to the best end, is God, whom you may call the mind, if you please, and soul of the universe. And hence it is that the Socratic brethren, by a peculiar term, as I said before, are called pantheists. This force, according to them, being not separated from the universe itself, but by a distinction of reason alone. Gregory of Ariminum, of Carmus, Cayetanus, Thomas Aquinas even, who was canonized, to pass by others, thought not that they contradicted the Mosaic formation of the world, neither do I, when they taught that God was the eternal cause of the eternal world, and that all things from all eternity flowed from God without a medium. But Jerome thinks finally upon the matter, where he says that God is infused and circumfused both within and without the world. And this is the sentiment of the ancient philosophers, especially Pythagoras. 5. To set still in a clearer light the manner of the pantheist's philosophizing, I say that the first bodies or the elements, if I am allowed the expression of the elements, are most simple and actually indivisible, infinite too in number and species, and that all things are made out of their composition, separation, and various mixture, but with proper measures, weights, and motions, to wit, with a mutual and mechanic proportion and disproportion of parts in their nature movable, and with a mutual determination of concurring and impelling bodies, which without any void are divided into their own elements. There is no intermission of determinations, inasmuch as there is no space void, nor a last barrier. For the commonly received axiom in schools, viz., there's no such thing as a progress of motion in infinitum, is both sophistical and false, as there are infinite individuals, and as neither a first nor a last can be fixed upon, and though we willingly grant that there is no infinite determination or any particular species of motion, yet at the same time we make no allowance for a first corporeal movable or an immovable centre of the universe, or even a centre of the universe in any sense whatsoever. As to the devices of Epicurus, who asserted that these things were cemented and concreted together by rough and smooth, and hooked and crooked bodies, not forgetting the interposition of his void, we shall leave them to himself, with his fortuitous concourse of atoms, and declination of the same not extrinsically determined, acting perhaps something in his distances between divers worlds, that we should not dwell long upon the eternal descent of atoms to a line, and such like paralogisms, when in an infinite space neither the highest nor the lowest, nor the middle nor the last, can be conceived. Internal and universal action, the chiefest of all motions, is circumscribed by no limits, the universe itself being unlimited, wherefore there will be no absurdity in establishing an infinite action. But all particular motions mutually terminate, restrain, retard, or accelerate themselves, according to the manner and strength of every resistance or impulse. Our design does not permit us to dispute here either upon the mutual action of the globes against themselves, or upon arguments in defence of a void, which have been advanced by philosophers of no small repute. Whoever feeds his fancy with these notions, let him consult the great Newton. In compounded bodies are contained, as we said, particles of every species that cannot be cut or parted,